Bonjour and welcome back to Frenchify. Today we'll deal with a fresh new lesson. You might have seen some dashes, slashes, dots, and sickle heads above French letters and might have wondered what it might be. They are called accents. They give different pronunciation for French letters and sometimes give different meanings for French words with same spelling. So today we'll have a close look at these accents.
The French accents. There are 5 accents in French. They are not there as mere decorations, they have a purpose. I'll name them all first. L'accent aigu, l'accent grave, l'accent circonflexe, le tréma, le sétie. The first accent, l'accent aigu or acute accent. This accent is only used with the letter E and it gives the sound E. As in été and étudiant, it means summer and student. The second accent is l'accent grave or grave accent. This accent is used with the vowels A, U, and U. The pronunciation change only happens to E, that is A. Examples: père and mère, which means father and mother. In the case of A and U, this accent is used to distinguish between words with same pronunciation but different meaning. For example, we have 2 words in French: a with an accent, a without an accent. A with an accent means at, to, or in. A without an accent is the third person singular for have. Both of them are pronounced same, a, but the meaning is different. In the case of you, we have 2 words in French which is pronounced the same, that is ou. One with an accent means where, and the other one without an accent means or. The third accent is l'accent circonflexe. This one looks like a little pointy hat, so I'll be calling it the chapeau, which means cap. We can see the chapeau on top of the 5 vowels A, U, E, O, and U. The pronunciation of E with the chapeau is same as that of E with grave accent, and there is no change in the pronunciation for the other 4 vowels. I'll give examples for each. Gâteau means cake, être means to be, île means island, tôt means soon, août means August. Now, I'll give you some tips to remember these accents. This tendency to get confused with l'accent aigu and l'accent grave. L'accent aigu means acute accent, and this accent is similar to the acute angle that we learned in maths. Just have a look. Right? And the tip of this slanted dash is more close to the front part of E. And there's a small way to remember the words starting with E acute accent. Let's check some words which starts with E accent. Étudiant, école, état. And they are English words. Student, school, state. If you replace the E accent with S, both the words sound similar. You can see the similarity in most of the words. The next grave accent is very serious and it is slanted opposite to the face of E, A, and U. Now, I'm sure that you won't get confused with these 2 accents. The next accent, l'accent circonflexe. Most words with l'accent circonflexe or chapeau also has a small connection with their English ones. Look at these words: forêt, parc, île, hôpital. If you add an S after the vowels with chapeau, you'll get their English words. Interesting, isn't it? Did you like learning them? Try to find out more examples for each accent and make learning a fun. Now, let's look on the 4th accent, that is le tréma or 2 dots. This accent does not change the pronunciation of the letter with which it is written, but it tells you that the letters before and after it should be pronounced separately. There are two words in French. One is mais, which means but, and mais, which means horn. They have same spelling, but the presence of trema made the pronunciation different. Other examples: Noel and naive. If we didn't have this trema in these words, we would have pronounced it as Noel and naive. These four accents are used with vowels alone, as you have noted. The last accent, la cédille or the cédilla, is used with a consonant, that is C. Whenever the letter C comes in front of the vowels E and I, it always sounds S. Example, son and merci. But when it comes in front of the vowels A, O, U, and E, we should sound it like K, as in car, comb, QC. So, we use C with the cédilla in order to get the sound S. Example, garçon, leçon. Next, some tips for trema and cédilla. Trema is two separate dots and it says that you should pronounce the adjacent vowels separately. The cédilla, like a small s written under the C, and it gives the sound S, and it comes only before the vowels A, O, U, and Y.
So now we have learned the French accents. What about learning the days of the week? Yes, now we'll learn les jours de la semaine, or the days of the week.
Les jours de la semaine, the days of the week. Il y a 7 jours dans la semaine. There are 7 days in a week. The days of the week are lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
Hope you all learned the days of the week in French. So in the previous lesson, we learned the alphabet song. So what about learning a new song in this lesson? So stay tuned and we bring to you days of the week.
Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche, il y a 7 jours dans la semaine. Il y a 7 jours. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche, il y a 7 jours dans la semaine. Il y a 7 jours.
So did you love the French lesson and the French song? So we'll come back every week with new interesting lessons and songs.
Apprenez bien, learn well. Au revoir, you to believe.